It's the intro, it's real cool. You're gonna watch a video of me using tools to sculpt a thing that doesn't exist, and it's called a Pyroclaw. Yeah! Yeah, that's the intro. That's it. Today we journey into the depths of a fiery volcano. I don't know why that happened to my voice, but it did. To make the Pyroclaw. They're pretty rare, I guess. I mean, you're seeing one for the first time. Congratulations, you've won! Just like every other creature, we begin with this metal body and bones that we will cover with the grey butter and do cool tricks with and watch them suffer. That's all wrong. None of it's gonna matter. I put the legs on wrong and everything. And then I ripped them off later. You'll see. It's great. As per usual, we warm the small metal child. This one looks upside down and backwards, but it's supposed to. It's so painful to watch this. None of it matters. My inspiration was a scorpion thing, because I thought that'd be really cool. And I wanted to make it in reverse, so that the tail would be the head and the body could be like a little lava bucket, because that's awesome. And usually your first idea is the worst, so I decided to go with it and make it happen anyway. I put so much care and attention into these little stubby nubbins. And for what? For nothing. I like the texture that I made with tinfoil by pressing it onto the grey butter. I have a problem with the legs falling off my creatures until I don't want them on there anymore. Then, all of a sudden, they're the strongest and sturdiest in the world. Brute force wasn't cutting it, so I had to go use power tools, like climpy clamper claw hook things. I mean, it's my fault for putting the legs on the back. Like the upper back. That's just not nice and wrong, and I don't know what I was thinking. I ripped the metal out, and now it's just a cool little thing. Wow. Use grey butter to cover the mistakes. That's where the legs were supposed to go. That's just slightly off. On the entire opposite side of the body. Before I bake anything, I try to texture it with the foil. And legs and other parts end up losing a lot of texture because I don't press hard enough on them and stuff because I'm scared, okay? But I learned. That's what this is for. This is for learning. For me to learn. And you to learn, I guess, from my mistakes. I struggled with the legs. I always struggle with legs. I don't know what it is with legs. But I thought, let's make them as simple as we can. Let's just start with cylinders, slice them up, put them on little metal bones. It'll be perfect. Never mind the joints. Forget the joints. We'll worry about that later. That's a future me problem. Never do that to yourself. Or do if you're like me. It's fun. Challenge. Yay. I realized a little too late that using circles of clay, little balls for joints, was not going to happen. Because I didn't want to deal with the wire. And I guess I'm really bad at dealing with the wire. So I made noodles of clay with an extractor and wrapped them around to make them look purposeful and cover ugly seams, because that's what you do when you're an artist. You hide your mistakes and pretend that they're purposeful. It looks pretty bad. It's hard to smooth it out and make it look neat and nice. Probably because I struggled with the angles or whatever. I don't know. But you know what? Doesn't matter, because this is a grungly rock creature from the lava volcano place. And you know what? That's supposed to make it look grungly and crusty and strange. So imperfections are perfect. They're happy accidents. I contemplated drilling the holes in the wrong spot for fun, but decided not to be that mean to myself. I wanted a segmented neck. I thought 5 circles, I'll squish them, squash them in a couple different directions, connect them to the body with a weird, like, triangular neck thing. It'll look cool. It'll look like rocks. It's gonna be awesome. And it took a while, but not too long, because the body took me so long that I had to be conservative with my time and smart. So that's why I did the little rocks and I just stuck it on there, and I didn't think it was gonna be as good as it was, but I was so excited about it.
Oh no!
I mean, look at that. You can articulate it even a little bit. So if it falls off like 800 times and doesn't stand up straight, we fix it later. Fix it later, okay? Fix it later. Just enjoy the moment of happiness. Be proud. And I did. I had no idea what I was doing with the head. I just had an idea, a picture I drew, a little sketch, and I looked at it, and then I smushed the clay around for a while until I thought it looked adequate. And it ended up being perfect because rock creatures are grungly. This lava Pyroclaw is rocky and craggy and good.
Hello there.
For some reason, I wasn't really thinking of fire. I was thinking of lava the whole time, so there's like lava in its tummy. But I think that's cool. Yeah, I was under the impression it was gonna control lava for some reason and not fire. That's why it's got a bowl of lava on its tummy. And, yeah, even though it's called a Pyroclaw, I just kept thinking lava claw. So, but you know, I see hot rocks, magma, lava, it's basically fire in some convoluted equation. Fire is the same. Sure. And because this special ability is to control fire, I figured, you know what? Let's give it a gem on the head, because that's what, like a focus, a magic focus. And oh, the hideous joints of despair. It's fine. They look good when they're covered with the noodles. I wrapped a noodle around each joint, 2 on the lower joints, because I thought it was cool, and it was starting to look like a thumb creature from Spy Kids, which was even cooler, but I also, for some reason, thought maybe it would hold them together, and it wasn't working, and the leg kept falling off. Why do my creatures' legs always fall off? Why? Is this a sign? What does this mean? Why do I have leg problems? Oh, and the joints were just so hideous that I did have to use air dry clay, which put me behind by a day. But it helped clean up the edges a lot, and then I put paint over it, and it was magnificent. I thought I was clever about the eyeballs too, because they're fun, for one. And two, I used that gel nail stuff and rolled it around in some glowy white powder and made them cool. They're like glow pearl eyeballs, and I thought it was so cool. Trying to put them on the eyeball stems before they were hard made them lose their roundness, so I had to redo that. And again, I thought black paint, because this is a magma creature. It's gonna make everything look so good. Everything's gonna pop, you know. The blacks just, it made sense. The shadows are gonna be so dark. All the good air dry brush colors over the top are gonna, they're gonna shine. But no, oh no, no. When you're using 90-cent acrylic paints, they don't exactly look great. I had to do like a million layers, 400,000 layers. That poor guy, his head was being shaken violently while I painted it. I was like, the neck's gonna break, but I don't want to hold it and get paint on myself, even though I was already covered in paint. So what do? You think smarter, not harder, and you know, just either put a glove on or use something to steady it, like, come on. Or just get your freaking fingers wet and deal with the paint splotches all over later. It's fine. That's what touch-ups are for. But I did try mixing cornstarch with the paint, and it kind of helped. I still needed like 4,000 layers. Maybe I need to add more cornstarch. It's less of a fiery red and more of a like a dusty red, but that's fine, you know. It's a magical creature. He's allowed to be happy and chill. Gotta touch up all the icky paint splotch. I was so upset when I painted the areas with glow-in-the-dark paint. I thought it was going to look awesome, and then it ended up being speckled with glow, and I was, that unacceptable. So I used the powder. Then I made some cheese sauce, and that glowed even better. Not perfect, but better, and I was happy. Man, that powder got everywhere. I had to use my laser to see the spots and paint over them with not glowy cheddar cheese sauce paint powder. Poor little guy had goo in his eyes, so I had to clean that up. Can't have goopy eyes, you know. Oh yeah, I put some magic hardening cheese sauce in his head to attach the gem, a clear gem. I have clear resin on top of, so it had some cool stuff underneath it. And because I didn't think through the shape to match anything that I had, I just kind of improvised, and that's fine. I did a dark wash definitely, before I did the dry brushing of the lighter color on top, I didn't mess up at all. And I also made sure that every single texture was deep enough to hold the dark wash. So it all shows up so good. It does show up very well on the body, but everywhere else it's subpar. I'm so proud of the magma tummy. It turned out so cool. Oh yeah, and I put some cool dark magma lava rock top parts in the lava belly for contrast, and because I thought it looked super cool, and it would make the glow in the dark stuff feel brighter, because in my heart I want this creature to be really lava and glowy and on fire, but that's not feasible, so we just kind of have to make it feel that way with art and stuff. Didn't think of the head shape of the crystal bit through very much. I had to add little rocks. I made a cool base, cheddar cheese flavor with some mousse soy black and some sponges that I turned into rocks. Man, I wish it all could glow in more than the dark, because lava is super glowy, but I just think it's cool enough. Like, oh, like, this is my favorite. I mean, come on, look at him. Look at this little guy. Look at him. So cool. I bet he's like 70 feet tall. That's how big he is.